Welcome to Creative Cooking. Today we're going to make green bean gratin, and I think you're going to like it. So let's get started by cooking up some beans. Whether you boil them or steam them, that's up to you. But whatever you do, you want to cool them off with some cold water so that you don't burn your fingers when you stick it in the pot like I did, right? There you go. And then we're going to go ahead, we're going to put them in a gratin dish or a casserole. And yes, we do want to be a little bit fussy with this because I find that if you just line them up in the same direction, you don't have as many gaps underneath. And besides, we're going to be putting in some more ingredients. We don't want a lot of space. So arrange it. It looks better. They cook better. And we're going to go ahead and season them with some salt. Just a little bit, because I didn't put salt in the water when I cooked the beans. Had I done so, I probably wouldn't be doing this. And some black pepper. Black pepper is always good. And we have Gruyere cheese. And I recommend that you use Gruyere or a good Swiss, like a mozzarella, or something like that. Cheddar wouldn't quite work with this, but if you were doing this with broccoli, or you were doing it with cauliflower, or even asparagus, you might get away with using cheddar, but not with green beans. Use Gruyere, okay? It's just my recommendation. And again, we can be fussy and pat it all down. And then we'll add some cream. And I'm using heavy cream. And the reason I'm using heavy cream is there's still a lot of liquid left in those green beans on the bottom. And that will thin out a little bit as this bakes in the oven. So the thick cream or the whipping cream is the best way to go. And then we're going to make a breadcrumb topping. And for the sake of simplicity, I'm doing this with regular, unseasoned breadcrumbs that you buy from the store. And you want to mix them with the butter until they turn into this consistency of wet sand. But my preferred way is to do it with homemade breadcrumbs. And this clip from my Swedish meatball tartlets video shows you how to do that. And I think that those breadcrumbs might actually be a little bit better than doing it the other way. But we're going to continue. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to sprinkle that wet sand all over these green beans and cheese. All right? Yeah, wet sand. And then we're going to go ahead. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and put everything on top. Don't worry, it's fine. And we're going to mix it. We're going to be fussy. We're going to spread it around, push down the edges, and then we're going to pop that in the oven. And we're going to bake that at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. And when it comes out, it's going to look like that. And it will be bubbling up somewhat. That's fine. So let's serve up a little while it's still hot, so I point something out to you. Yes, the cream is going to be a little bit thin when you first pull it out. But as that dish cools, the sauce will thicken because of the cream and because of the cheese. So I really do hope that you give this a try, because it goes great with like chicken, pork, steak, anything. And I hope you come back each week for more great videos made for people who like to cook. Until then, buon appetito, baby.